Hey guys, welcome to YOGATX. I'm Jen Hilman, and today we are continuing our look at the chakras in our 7-day chakra series. So today we're focusing on chakra number 2, the sacral chakra, also known as the sexual chakra, as it's related to our sexual organs, and it's also related to the feelings of desire and sexuality. But there are some other things involved with the second chakra as well, such as our sense of creativity, of being able to create things in the world and feeling that sense of being artistic. The second chakra also rules our emotions. It's sometimes referred to as the seat of our emotions. So whenever the second chakra is out of balance, you might be feeling a lot of mood swings, also maybe feelings of sadness or feeling even just kind of over emotional, kind of out of control with your emotions. Imbalances in the second chakra can also lead to feelings of not feeling very creative or not feeling very inspired about things, or just kind of lethargic in general. So if that sounds like you might be in the right place here to come and strengthen and build up some energy in your second chakra and help to really stimulate this energy center in your body. So the sacral chakra is related to this area just below your belly button, kind of if you imagine where your hip bones are, just kind of in that bowl of your pelvis, kind of just nestled right in there. So the color associated here is the color orange. So a lot of times in our visualizations, we like to visualize the color orange right in this area, kind of sitting in the pelvic bowl. So that is one way that you can help to invigorate your second chakra, by just visualizing the color orange here. And you can also get involved in doing these exercises that will help to physically bring some more energy and kind of stir it up in your hips and in your pelvis. So we are about to get started here with our yoga exercises for the sacral chakra. But if you haven't, please go ahead and like this video and give it a thumbs up and help spread the word about this series to your friends and other people that you think will benefit. So sharing is caring. And with that, I would like to share with you these awesome techniques for invigorating your second chakra. So we are going to start practicing in a forward fold with your feet about hips distance apart. You can even let your feet come a little bit wider than hip distance if that's comfortable. And then we're going to move into a forward fold. So you can go ahead and fold forward over your legs and let your knees bend as much as you need to, so that you're not overstretching in your hamstrings. But slowly, as your legs start to open, you're going to start extending those knees a little bit straighter, a little at a time. You can also shift your weight side to side, bending into one knee and then the other. And this just helps to start loosen up any muscles that are feeling really tight, in your hamstrings or maybe your IT band. You might be feeling some tightness in your hips or in your pelvis. So by adding a little movement to this forward fold, then you are allowing for a more full exploration of what's happening inside your body. Where is the tension? Where does it feel tight? You're like a little voyager, an explorer, discovering your body. So just take your time as you move and explore and stretch into the places that feel tight and greet the places that are holding on to some tension right now. So go ahead and bring yourself back to center. We're going to stretch a little more into the IT band. So bring your left hand right underneath your nose, centered between your 2 feet. Bend your left knee and extend your right knee as straight as you can. From here, extend your right arm up to the ceiling and twist through your shoulders, stacking your right shoulder above your left shoulder. So the more you can lean your weight into the right hip, the more stretch and sensation you're going to get along that IT band. So it's really up to you to determine how much stretch is enough for you to get the maximum benefit of this twist. Then we'll slowly return to center and replace your left hand with your right hand. Bend into your right knee as you press and extend your left knee a little bit straighter. Then extend your left arm to the sky as you twist in your spine and stack your left shoulder over your right shoulder. And remember, leaning into that left hip is going to give you more stretch sensation. So you get to determine how much is enough. Using your breath will allow you to relax and soften into this pose, so that slowly and over time, you can start to lean into that left hip a little bit more. And slowly come back, coming all the way back to your forward fold. And then from here, just rotate your toes open about 45 degrees. So you can leave your heels right where they are and just turn your toes out, then fold forward over your legs. Notice here how that shifts the stretch for you. So you might be feeling this now in a little bit different place. Still working in the backs of your legs, but accessing the muscle groups from a different angle. Keep your breath flowing, soft and fluid, letting your head and neck relax. And then from here, we're going to move just the heels. Rotate your heels 45 degrees out. So now you're in something like a pigeon toed with your toes angled in and your heels angling out. Then as you continue to fold over your legs, you notice a new stretch altogether. Continue to breathe here as you stretch into the backs of your legs. And for me, I'm also feeling it down my shins. So wherever you're noticing the stretch sensation, that's where you're the most tight. So you just use your breath to help you relax into this pose. And now you can go ahead and turn your toes directly parallel. So all 10 toes are going to point towards the front, and the edges of your feet will be parallel with each other. Go ahead and fold all the way forward between your legs, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. So we're starting to warm up into the hips here. This is our primary focus for our practice today. So on your next inhale, lift your heart up, extending your spine and coming to something of a flat back. Then extend your arms out to the side, lift your belly up and in, and feel how that engages your core muscles all around your center here. So everything is lifting up away from the earth as you extend your arms out to the side. Now we're going to move into a little bit more vigorous exercise here as you start to twist, reaching your left fingertips to the ground and your right fingertips to the sky. Then you twist the other way, back through center, then right fingers down and left fingers high. And now we're going to alternate, twisting, right? So you're feeling that strength and stability in your legs as you twist and build strength through your core, and everything is coming to meet and build power in your pelvis. So keep twisting here, breathe your breath, say yes to your power and strength. You can do this. So we'll twist for 3 and 2. And here's the last set. Then we come back to center and go ahead and release and relax. Fold over your legs. Now from here, rotate your toes 45 degrees open again. Bend your knees nice and deep. Then let your body rise. You can go ahead and bring your hands up onto your knees, but don't just sink down into your shoulders, okay? You want to press up, lifting through your spine, lengthening through your chest, keeping your shoulders open. And then you kind of get a sense that your hands are like moving out towards the sides, so there's a little traction through your hips and your inner thighs. So you should be getting a nice big stretch in your hips here. Keep your belly lifting up and in. Then slowly start to rotate your left shoulder towards the center, giving you a little twist through your spine. Inhale your breath as you come back to center. Then slowly as you exhale, start to rotate your right shoulder down. And again, inhale to center. Exhale and twist. Inhale to center. Exhale to twist. And then we'll move through this cycle one more time. Breathing in and breathing out. Then breathing in and breathing out. Come back to the center. And then again, go ahead and fold your body forward. You can straighten and extend through your legs as you let your head and neck and shoulders relax. And go ahead and leave your feet rotated out here. We're going to move into Skandasana. So as you inhale, lift your heart, extend your spine, coming halfway up. Then walk your hands over to your right side. As you bend that right knee, flex your left foot and straighten that knee. So you're getting a deep stretch here in that inner left hip. You can even think about pressing that right knee open so you get even deeper stretch in the right hip. So there's a lot going on in this pose. Breathe your breath, right? Don't panic, just stay with it. You can do it. Then we slowly transition to the other side. Okay, so taking your time, come back through center, walk your hands over to the left, then slowly start to sink into that hip. Bend that left knee. Okay, straighten and extend through your right knee. And then again, you can think about rolling that left knee open so you get even more stretch in that left hip too. So wherever you are, breathe and be patient and calm as you stretch into these hips and just notice whatever is coming up, right? So it's said that a lot of emotional trauma and emotional stress is stored in our hips. It's no coincidence. The second chakra is the seat of the emotions. So we're stretching it out and opening it up and letting that tension release. Slowly come back to center. Fold over your legs. So it's very common in our yoga practice that you can have an emotional experience as you work on your body. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's a natural part of the healing and cleansing process that this yoga practice brings. So let's keep wringing it out. Let's keep tapping into that seat of our emotions to bring real awareness and healing. As you inhale, lift and lengthen your spine. Then we're going to adjust the feet slightly. So turn your left foot parallel. Then your right toes are going to point towards the right. Walk your hands around, and for this pose, go ahead and bring your right hand onto your right ankle. We're moving into triangle pose. So press down through your right arm to help you lift and lengthen your spine and roll your chest open. And then extend your left arm up towards the sky. So draw back on the hip crease in your right hip. So really draw it back so you get maximum stretch through the inner right thigh. Lengthen out through both sides of your waist and roll both shoulders open so your chest is exposed. Take one more breath here. And as you exhale, release your left hand down to the floor. And now you're going to send your left heel back so your foot is at a little bit of a 45-degree angle here. Keep your left fingertips down as you start to twist and revolve, reaching your right arm up to the sky, revolved triangle pose. So if it's difficult for you to keep your left heel connected to the earth, you could spin that heel up to the ceiling. Just another option for you as you practice, okay? So you find the pose that serves your body the best, so you can get the maximum strength and the maximum stretch with the least amount of struggle. Slowly come back to center. We're going to walk all the way around back to the middle and then prepare to move to the second side. So bring your right foot parallel and your left toes pointing towards the left. Bring your hands around and go ahead and grab a hold of your left ankle. Press down into your left arm to help you stack your shoulders, lengthen through your waist, and then extend your right arm up to the sky. Draw back on your left hip crease. This will help you lengthen the left side of your waist at the same time that you're deepening the stretch in your left hip. Roll both shoulders open so your chest is shining brightly forward as you reach up through your right fingertips. Last breath here. Breathe your breath in. Then exhale and bring your right hand down to the floor. Okay? Then we're going to turn that right heel. So you can adjust your foot slightly. You want to be at a 45-degree angle. Then plant your right fingertips down. Twist through your spine and extend your left arm up to the sky, revolving your triangle. So this is a big stretch along the IT band and outer tissue in the hip. These are areas that will often carry a lot of tension. So if you're experiencing a lot of sensation, if you feel like your legs might fall off right now, I promise that they won't. Just keep breathing and work into your stretch in a way that feels beneficial and supportive. And then we will come out, slowly release. Walk your way back around to the front. Okay, so take one more moment in this wide-legged forward fold, releasing your head, neck, and shoulders. Press your knees back as straight as you can. As you tip your sitting bones up towards the sky, maximum stretch in your hamstrings. Then we're going to come all the way down onto your knees. We're coming to child's pose. So you can walk your feet together, then go ahead and come down onto your knees. And today, even though I usually give you options, today I'm going to ask that you separate your knees a little wider apart and bring your feet close together behind you. Then sink your hips down and walk your hands forward. So your knees should be wide enough that you can kind of nestle your rib cage there between your thighs. Now for those of you that have tight knees and may not be able to sink your hips all the way down, don't worry, you can use pillows or cushions to help support your hips. And you can also use pillows or cushions to support underneath your forehead. You can use those things to help bolster your pose so that wherever you are today, you can find a space of relaxation and opening as you sink your hips closer to the earth and feel that deep compression in your hips as the femur bone drops into the hip socket.
Take another couple of deep breaths here as your body starts to slow down. And then begin to walk your hands back towards your knees, pressing yourself up. And then from here, we'll come all the way onto your back. So you can sink your hips over to one side and swing your legs around in front of you. And then go ahead and come all the way down onto your back. So the last exercise we're going to do here in this second chakra series is that we're going to do a little bit of bridge pose. So bring your feet close in by your hips and just sense that your feet are parallel to each other, okay? So that's your goal, is bringing your feet parallel. Then extend your arms down to the floor, and you can even kind of nestle your shoulder blades underneath you. Then press your hands flat down, spread your toes wide apart, then start to press your hips up towards the sky. And even here you can visualize a bright orange glowing light beaming out of your pelvis and shining up towards the sun, lifting your hips up, up, up as high as you can. And then slowly lower your knees or lower your hips down. And take a moment to rest and feel the residual power in your hamstrings and your glutes, and maybe even in your thighs and the front of your hips. And then again, we come up, pressing your feet down, lift your hips up, up, up as high as you can. So I'm going to give you another choice here. You can stay just like this, no problem. If you'd like to build a little more strength and draw a little more power, you can draw your right knee up towards your chest as close as you can. Then extend your leg straight up from there. Press down through your left leg to lift your hips a little higher. And then slowly release that right foot to the ground. Then we try the second side. Pull your left knee up towards your chest as much as you can. Then extend your leg out from there. Keep pressing through your right leg to lift that hip up. And then slowly release the left leg down. Take one more moment in your bridge pose, lifting your hips as high as you can. And then we slowly begin to release all the way down. And then hug both knees into your chest, compressing your thighs deep into the hip socket. Give yourself a good squeeze and let yourself relax. And then from here, you can go ahead and extend your legs down to the end of your mat, taking a moment to rest in a little shavasana here. And if you'd like, you can even bring your hands onto your second chakra, the sacral chakra, and feel the warmth of your hands. Bring it really sending warmth into your body. So if you can tap into that sense, that's a really nice thing to do. Let your breathing start to slow down as you move your awareness into your sacral chakra. And here you can visualize a bright, glowing orange light swirling around in your pelvis. And while you visualize this orange light, you can repeat this mantra, today's special mantra for the sacral chakra. You can repeat it silently to yourself, saying, I allow my emotions to move through my body in a healthy way. I allow my emotions to move through my body in a healthy way. I allow my emotions to move through my body in a healthy way. So feel free to stay and enjoy your Shavasana, enjoy your rest as long as you need. And when you're ready to come out of your meditation, then just slowly, gently find your way up to a comfortable seat and take a few minutes to breathe and integrate all that you've experienced in this practice. I hope that you're feeling energized and revitalized, and that whatever emotional state you were in before you began this video is feeling more balanced and harmonious. And if you haven't, please do leave your comments below, like this video, share it with friends, and help spread the word about the awesome healing power of balancing your chakras. You can also subscribe to the YOGATX channel because we've got a lot more videos coming out every week. And tomorrow we'll be releasing the third video in our series dealing with the solar plexus. So you're definitely going to want to be tuned in for that one tomorrow. You can also visit my website, jenhilman.com, to find out about when I'll be teaching in your area. Got lots of workshops and retreats coming up all the time. So I hope to see you at one of my retreats soon. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our journey through the chakras. Namaste. Exhale back.
And come all the way up to center.
Bring your right hand across to your left knee, your left hand behind you. Just take a gentle twist through your spine.